What's up, everybody?
Oh,
What?
that was weird. Um, seriously, do you
What's going on?
hear an echo?
Echo? I don't hear an
I'm
echo.
hearing echo. I'm hearing echo.
Oh crap! Technical
Let's
difficulties.
see. What about now? There we go. Echo's gone. What's up, everybody? We have a little impromptu show for you guys tonight. As you can see, some of our other members are not here tonight. You got a couple guys at the Cybertronics free concert for RetroCon, and you have Ricky who wanted to act like he had a actual life and social life, and he is out tonight. So, um, yep, yeah, I agree, Logan. Yeah, Wolf, you need to put on a shirt, bro. Like,
Oh, I'm
come on.
sorry. Am I intimidating
Yeah,
everyone in
for
the
real.
chat? I apologize. Oh, jeez. Let me just do that something for you. Get out of here.
New night, who does? Shouldn't you,
Gun show.
Brink? Shouldn't you be watching Cybertronics free right now?
Yeah. What are you doing,
Yeah, don't
buddy?
pay. You shouldn't be paying at the same time.
You driving home? How was the show?
Um, we are. We'll get into our main topic in a little bit. We're waiting for Eric B to join us. He's just getting home. He's another one who wanted to act like he actually has a social life and went out tonight.
Oh no, he was in Indiana. He was with all the other Michigan guys visiting
Yeah,
the
like I
gym.
said, he wanted to act like he had a social life.
He does. He's not acting.
Oh, so Ricky's acting, but he's not.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I have proof that he's out. I don't know what Ricky's doing.
Ricky had a house party to go to.
House party.
Kid and play.
Kid and play. Going to a house party. Yeah,
I'm not been to a house party. I mean, or been to a party that was referred to as a house party in a very long time.
yeah, like what are you, 20 years old? What are you doing, Rick? Come on. Brink's on his way home. He loved that bush. I bet you did, buddy.
There we go. And then there's the first strike of the night.
uh, what's everybody? Thanks for joining us on this
Yeah.
Saturday Night Rage show.
Yeah, very, very impromptu. We had some news that came out today that
Wait,
had
what kind of news did we have? Tell
had a
us. Tell us
couple
what
had
kind
a
of news.
couple people talking about it. I saw, in a couple different groups. And it's just been a interesting week in general for toy news. You got the HasLab coming out. You have the Mattel with their
Oh, that's
their
right.
vote crowdfunding, which was, I thought was very interesting. What they're doing over there. So, it's a couple topics we didn't get to touch on last night. I figured maybe we can do something tonight. All right, who do we got here? Sam said, no, Ricky, let's go.
Let's go.
No, we do not support Wolf Nation here.
It's
Yeah.
growing. It's growing. It's a thing. You can't stop us.
We got the neighbor. Hey, the neighbor, can you confirm if Ricky's home or not? Because he said he was out tonight. I don't believe
Neighbor,
him. Can you
neighbor, why
confirm
are,
that?
is it your house party, neighbor? Are you having the house party? What are you doing, neighbor?
Go knock on his door and send us a recording of it. See if anybody answers. Did I miss anybody? What's up, Rusty?
What's up, Rusty? Good to see you.
You know, I don't know who. What's up, Willie?
Who's that guy? D Bangs.
75. What's up? I don't know if I know him, but sure. Eh, Vinny, the newlywed.
Yeah.
Congrats, Vinny, again.
How's married life, buddy? How's it
You
going?
granted already? Talk to me in 2 years.
You on the couch yet?
Have you been forced to sleep on the
In the
couch?
doghouse?
What's up, Jay? All right.
Well, we just get into it. Something.
Yeah, we'll get into one of these little topics right now. I know everybody's here and they want us to, they want to hear about what we have to say about fan stories and everything, but we want to give Eric a chance to join. So we're going to touch on I guess, a little subject that I wanted to get to last night that we didn't to. Um, you know, it's about crowdfunding and you know, mostly like right now, like with Mattel. I don't know if anybody has been paying attention. Mattel did a fan vote to decide what their next crowdfund project should be.
Motu related. It's
All
all
Motu
Motu related.
related, Motu Origins related, which I think was pretty interesting. I've never seen one of these companies, let the fans choose what the next crowdfund should be. I think it'd be quite hysterical if whatever is chosen still fails.
Yeah, they're not doing too good. They're what one
Yeah.
for three, and I
Um,
don't think the first one hit the third tier or the second tier, whatever we're calling that.
All right, so the Turning Playset didn't, I don't think, hit the actual last tier, but I believe they gave it to everybody anyway. But yeah, they
I
failed
didn't hear that.
on they failed on Jurassic Park. They failed on
It's the wrestling ring, the
the wrestling
WCW
ring.
wrestling ring.
Yeah, so yeah, they don't have that having a good track record over there, Mattel, with their crowd funds. Um,
Well, in that case, I think a vote is smart, don't you think? Just because,
Well, yeah, I thought it was a brilliant move on their part. I'm a little disappointed that it's all in the origin scale, which I don't collect.
mm-hmm.
But they're doing, like, for those who haven't paying attention, you got the Fright Zone is one of your options. Um, Snake Lair for the Snake Men. Then there
The
is a
attack track.
Doom that's like kind of, it's reminiscent of what the Fright Zone looks like in some of the comics. The original from the cartoon, which was never made, and then you got some horde tank thing. I voted for the attack track. I don't collect Origins, but
Mm-hmm.
if they make that thing, I think I have to buy it. It's that one vehicle I think a lot of us wanted as kids. They
No,
never
no,
made
not
for some
me,
reason.
but that's okay. I would have preferred the toy version. That's just me, though. I always like the toy versions of their stuff. I just think it looks cool. Jurassic Park set did not look good. I'm not sure I could justify. I agree, Logan. That one was a head scratcher, but I don't know, man. Like I said, I think it's why they're doing votes now because that was probably their lowest fund, right? That only hit 1,000. If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, it didn't even get close to funding. And I think another problem is a lot of what they had in, from what I was told, in that particular crowd fund was stuff that was already on retail shelves. Like they
Mm-hmm.
did, like the car, the T
Yeah,
Rex.
I'm sure that T-Rex has been out there
Yeah,
before.
it was all just repaints of stuff beside except the gate,
Mm-hmm.
which was not quite what you should be doing for a crowd fund.
No, I don't think so. I don't think anyone wanted that gate, obviously. So,
Well,
think you're right.
Ramen thinks people want it because Ramen's making one.
That that surprised me.
It did not
Again,
surprise
considering
me at
how low
all.
the numbers were for that, I don't. I wonder if they would be able to cover what they need for that.
I don't know. Uh, Esteban, I voted for the attack track.
Did you vote Esteban? Wish they would. I wish they would do Masterverse stuff because that
I
would fit
that's
more with classic stuff.
That's what I
But
was hoping for when they were talking about something, their next
mm-hmm,
large scale crowdfund. I was really hoping for at least one of the options to be like a Massiverse Grayskull, but they went straight Origins. I think it's actually a little funny because all of those things are kind of small. Um,
mm-hmm.
I mean, the attack track, the way they made it with a smaller attack track on the inside, it's not going to be little, but I mean, these things, the Fright Zone is smaller than Grayskull Snake Mountain, and those both went to retail.
That's yeah, that's a really good point. I guess I mean if you think that it's not going to do well at retail. I don't understand
That's
why you would
that's
put
that's
that
the
in
only
there.
reason why I think they could do that. And if I had to put my money on it, I'm gonna bet you the Fright Zone wins.
Hmm. Well, how much do you think that would be?
I don't know.
Like,
It can't be
what was Grayskull? Like 100 something?
$100, I believe, somewhere around there. I don't know, $80.
Yeah, I think it was like was 90 for some reason. The number 90 is popping in my head right now.
Yes, a vote for the tack track. Esteban, a vote for the tack track.
So attack drag. Hashtag not my attack drag. All right. Well, speaking of other ones, would you we also got the Giant Man in our for the in Hasbro's land. What do you think of that? I know you were not
Um.
happy. You wanted X Men.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that's just me. That's the only thing I collect from Marvel. Legends is X-Men. I know it's the Avengers 60th anniversary, but it's also the X-Men 60th anniversary, and X-Men over Avengers any day. But
Mm-hmm.
that's just a personal preference.
I get that.
They had the rumor for months. The leak was it was going to be Giant Man, and turned out to be true.
See, I had heard something about Power Rangers. They were saying they were gonna put weaponry out, some a sword or an axe or something. I don't know to finish
Um,
up something they were doing.
I mean, I don't know. I don't even think Power Rangers has even done a HasLab yet.
No, no, it's one. I think the
So,
one property they have that they have not done anything for. Wes asks, "What from X Men could they do? What do you think?" Everyone's saying the Blackbird, but I think that's too big. What's this guy? You in the
Yo,
dark? What are you doing? Walking home?
I am driving actually. What's going on, party people?
what happened? You get lost?
No, no, no. We just got back from gyms in Indiana, and I'm driving to the house.
Yeah, but you
So
gave me you said your GPS at a totally different time.
yeah, I
And
know. I'm sorry.
so
We had to stop and get gas. I'm sorry, guys.
there we go, gas
You
and
need
this
gas. You need
and
gas.
Yep,
Important. You
yep.
ain't getting home otherwise.
But I'm here nonetheless. Sorry for my lateness.
no, no,
How's
no, no
everyone?
problem. We were just slowly going over a couple of news from the week. The Mattel vote for their next crowdfund. We was talking about that, and now we were just kind of retouching on the Giant Man, HasLab, what people think, so on and so forth. Trying to save the main topic for when you joined. So
Yeah, yeah, man. I mean, I kind of touched on that on Giant Man last night. I know when I say words like glorified Marvel Legends, some people can take that the wrong way. I don't mean that as a negative. I do think you're gonna get all the articulation that you want out of this, and you should get in a figure that big. Um, so I'm happy for the people who want it. I think it's a perfect addition to a subset of figures they've been putting out of late. They seem to be focusing on the Avengers as of late, and so this is great. Like you already got an Ant Man that was a Target exclusive,
Hmm.
which not for nothing has a great buck to it. I think it's a Spider-Man buck. So you have like the reverse butterfly, you have the four butterfly. I bought it to go with my Mayfect Avengers figures, and it fits great. So this only made sense, and I think it's going to be a perfect addition. Is it for me? Not so much. I don't need anything technically that big for my 12 scale figures or 112 scale figures, but I think it is a great addition, and I do hope some people are going to be happy with this. And at that price point, I think it's a win-win for a lot of people too.
yeah, if I was doing Avengers for Marvel Legends, it would be a no-brainer.
Yeah,
Yeah,
same. If I was doing
definitely.
comic book related Marvel stuff, then
It'd
I
be a
would
no-brainer.
absolutely get it.
It'd be a no-brainer. Like I think the price is great. I think it's actually smart that you didn't throw stupid, useless, or even much needed characters behind a
Paywall.
tier locks. You know,
Yep.
like I get when certain characters are put behind there because they can't be done really retail release. A character like Mephisto, the only way
Hmm.
you're gonna get him is some HasLab or maybe a fan, Pulse
Pulse
exclusive type
exclusive,
thing.
yeah. PulseCon exclusive.
And I
That's
don't even
coming
know
up.
if, I don't even know if they'll do that now after this HasLab last one failed. But he's one of those figures that they won't put out on a retail shelf. Um, and you can blame don't bl- I just look people don't blame Hasbro for that. Blame Disney. It's a Disney. That's a
Yeah.
Disney. That's a Disney thing. So, just do keep in mind when you guys want to rip on some of these companies when they're paying licensing fees. They have people to answer to. And look who we have here,
You
who
driving
wasn't
too,
gonna make
Gort?
it tonight, but we got Gort, and you're
Yo.
muted.
Oh
There
yeah,
he
I'm
is.
driving. I'll be muted. I'm just here to look pretty.
What's up, Gord, man? I hope you guys had a good time out there at ToyCon, or RetroCon, rather.
Yeah, it's a pretty good time. Concert was good. Stan Bush, that was a lot better than I was expecting.
How
There
did
you
how did
go.
they work that in? Was he like an opening act, or did he join the band?
He came in and ended the show. He did the two movie songs and he did an original song. It
And
was
I
pretty good.
I
nobody want to
wouldn't.
hear his original
That's what.
stuff.
Like,
No
No,
offense.
time to go to the bathroom.
Yep. All right,
it
we're done.
was
Bathroom break.
it was all good
I'm
vibes. It was
leaving
good,
early.
man.
I mean, it's hard for him to be an opening act for anybody who's not like above him, quote unquote. So that was a perfect way to end the show. It sounds like him doing the two songs that everybody and their mama were coming there to hear. Like make them wait around for it. Kind of
I
like we
can't.
making people wait around for the topic today.
I can't think of any Stan Bush songs outside of that movie. Can you guys? Do you guys know many?
Nope.
No, I'm with you, but at a comic show,
Yeah, yeah,
that's what
yeah.
they're. You know what I mean?
No,
Like
I'm just thinking out
that's what they're
loud.
coming. No, I'm with you. I can't think of any of these
It's
things either.
like
No,
I
I'm
don't
with you.
remember him being on the radio when I was a kid. I don't remember this.
No offense, Stan, but yeah,
Yeah.
this as far as I'm concerned, this is your fame to glory.
Oh yeah, that's
I
definitely his claim to fame for us.
for facts. Well, I'm glad it was a
No
good show.
doubt.
Glad it was a good show there, Gordon. Sounds like you got your money's worth. Did you buy anything fun today?
I did, and I'll save it for our next show.
All right.
Oh, look at
Teaser.
you. Well,
Yep.
listen,
Be
I
sure to
bought some
tune
things
in.
fun. We went down to Kokomo in Indiana while we were visiting Jim, and for a lot of my friends who know me know that I collect SH Figure Arts figures, and they made a very popular King of Pop figure, but it dried up quick as he passed, and a lot of people grabbed it up. So they made a Michael Jackson figure, and that thing was shooting up in price to like $200-300.
When did that come
And I
out?
found one pre-owned at that place for $85, with the Tower Records sticker on the front of it. So shout out
All
to your
right.
boy. I got one of my grills, and it is awesome.
I
Then I
would want
also got.
one
Go ahead.
from his Thriller video. That would be the
Absolutely.
one I want. That would be the one I want.
So Mayfex is making one from Thriller.
Really? Okay.
Are
Yeah.
they?
Yep.
Which
They sure
version?
are.
Huh.
Wolf, Zombie, or regular Mike?
So you know them, they'll mess around and give you
Three different
they'll
heads.
give you
Three different sculpts. Yeah.
exactly to a few different hands. Like they'll hook you up with at least two versions of it,
Yeah,
and then
yeah,
probably sell you the wolf version later.
yeah. But
But yeah, I'm
um,
down. And then I got War Duke from Dungeons and Dragons, the
Oh, the
NECA.
Neko. Yeah, that
Deku.
looked like a good figure.
Oh man, it's an awesome looking figure. I saw it at Matt's house, and we were down there, and they had it for $35. So I'm like, yeah, why not? Let me just get it.
All right.
Gotcha. But all right, I think the people here want to sit and watch some of you guys lose your shit over this. So let's and me to sit here and laugh at
Main
you all
event.
for it. Um, so it turns out today, Fans Toys and has, or I guess the retailers have come up with their pricing for the final two figures. We have
Aerial bots.
Jester, the last two aerial bots, yes, to finish Superion. We got Viper coming in at 219.99. So to make this simple, we'll just say 220.
Mhm.
And then we got Jester, the other Limbot, coming in at $400
And for the slow people in the back who can't do math, that's $620. By the way,
to finish
for both
off
of them.
to finish off your Fans Toys combiners. Now, I'm gonna run a little numbers for you guys, right?
Let's do it.
They've also now reannounced reissues of the first three.
Okay. See, I didn't see this yet.
Maverick
Mhm.
250, Iceman 220, Goose 220, Jester 400, and Viper 210. I mean 220.
Yep.
Comes up to a total, if you're jumping in right now, $1,310
So,
for
I
this
mean,
combiner without tax. This is before tax, and this is before tax.
And
Now,
shipping.
understand these are just prices that I saw on one of the U.S. retailers today. I do understand that some of these guys like to compete a little bit, and one will be $5 lower or back and forth. But this is just to give you a general breakdown that this is now a $1,300 combiner from Fans Toys.
did they switch from diecast to mithril to make sure this thing stands?
I don't know. Now,
That's
here's a couple
definitely
more.
fast car, sir. That is fast car.
Here's a couple more numbers for you guys.
All right.
Maverick is now three issues 250. When he came out, he was 170.
Yes.
Iceman from Agabus, when he first came out, was 118, and now
Mm-hmm.
he's up to
Mhm.
220. Same thing with Goose, 118, 220. If you got in the very beginning and still have those three,
Yes.
Yep.
and now getting these two, you will be paying a total, once it's said and done, $1,026. So you're saving
Correct.
almost $300 compared to the people who now have to buy all five.
Yep.
That's
Yeah,
still a lot
it's still a lot of
considering
money.
I paid what, 500 for the Toy World constructor?
Hmm.
What was the
The
Zeta
Zeta.
Oh, Zeta
Bruticus?
was like 300. I
Three
think when
ninety
it came
nine.
out to, yeah, like
That's
so.
Just about.
it's hard to swallow. I'm not gonna lie.
So
Hey, yo.
Yo, so
we
to
all.
speak.
So I want to hear the opinions. Look, I got no skin in this game. I am out on Masterpiece. I do Legends now, so I'm just sitting back and
You
laughing.
gotta be the happiest motherfucker in this
Oh,
chat right
how
now.
yeah, I am fucking thrilled and laughing, and I love it when sometimes things get justified for me. Like, yes, I made the right choice.
You go into the groups.
Um,
You go in all the groups doing your little laughy face emoji.
Listen,
uh,
dude.
so
I'm. I'm.
yeah,
I'm
I
gonna say this,
know.
and I, I'm. No, go ahead.
No, I want to hear from you guys, the ones who are buying it,
This
or
is
the ones who
not.
want to buy it, like, or who plan on buying it, who are in on this still. Like,
All right,
talk to me.
listen. This is not a $1,300 combiner. That's fucking ridiculous. I'm sorry. That's
Yep.
fucking insane.
Well,
I
it's
had
only
the
a
first.
$1,000 combiners.
I know. I'm just gonna say I had the first three figures. I knew that the last one was gonna be a little more expensive because it was coming with the parts. $400 though. Again, so that's what 400 plus 220 is 620. That's a I paid less for a fucking Toy World Devi.
Yep.
This is really really hard to swallow. And again, we don't even there's no complete Fans Toys combiner out there. We don't know what this is going to be like. We don't know if it's going to be able to hold a pose, all the weight. We don't know if it's going to be any good. It's just that's $1,300 or $1,000 depending on when you got into this thing. That's insane. That's insane. It's an insane risk. It's fucking bullshit. And yes, Wes, I agree with you. They can suck my balls. I agree.
So I'm gonna say, as someone who doesn't even need this thing to combine, it's even worse for people like me. So I have Zeta. That's my combine mode. And of course, I want to combine it at least one time. But do I need it? No. So it's even worse for people who are like me who don't even need the flight stand mode because they'll never see the light of day in jet mode again.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
I don't need any of that. So it's worse for people like me. Also, I mean, I expected okay. So I had also the pleasure of getting them a little discounted because I'm a part of a group buy, so I got them at $110 a piece, shipped, which was great,
That's
right? So
great.
like
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's a great thing. So I'm thinking, even if I pay the regular retail, the next one should be maybe with inflation, right? Another 60, $70. So I'm at like 180, which would put it around what a masterpiece figure of that size is right now. No, these shitheads decided, no, we're gonna charge you an extra $110, an extra $100 before tax, before shipping, if your retailer is not kind enough to ship something that's over 150 for free. Like, are you freaking kidding me? That's nuts. That's nuts in itself. So I expected to pay a little more, but even for the combiner bot, like that's basically a whole second figure that I'm paying for.
It, it, but it reminds me of when X Transbots did the extra trailer, which you could buy separate from
Yeah.
Motormaster, and I remember people being upset about that. It was not nearly as expensive to do that, but it was also a great option. If you wanted to do vehicle mode, I mean, arguably you need the trailer, but if you're doing bot mode, it was a get out of jail free card right there.
Yes.
So when
Yeah.
you're
Yeah,
talking about doing a particular mode, Eric, I mean that's a big deal right there, and it's fucking
yep,
people.
absolutely it is. So imagine what's going to happen to Dead End, which I also don't need that trailer for it. I just need Dead End because
Dead end. Another
DX9 is my
400.
combined mode. You're
Yeah.
looking at
Yeah.
another 400
Probably.
bucks. Easy. So like this is a big fu to all the people who got in from the ground floor on these years ago.
Mm-hmm.
It's a big fu to people who've been supporting them already, and they know people are gonna pay for it. So they like, buy our shit or don't. But I know you're gonna buy it, so stop whining. It's bull crap.
All right.
It's total bull crap.
So sorry. So let me ask you a question, right? So all right, let's look at it. Let's look at it from this perspective. Like I'm just trying to play devil's advocate here for the sake of argument, right?
That's fine.
We had 118 from Agabus for the first two limbs, right?
Yep, we're talking
The
aerial
re
bots, right? Because
Yes,
the
we're talking
Pentagon.
aerobots. We're
Okay.
talking aerobots. We're talking aerobots, right?
Okay.
So the re-release of these limbs is $100 more, right?
Mhm.
So all right, so you go so now you're up to 220, right?
Mm-hmm.
For this last one. So now there's another $180 tacked on top of that to hit to 400 with the combiner parts, right? Like I haven't seen any pictures of the combiner parts yet. Has anybody besides just them on the flight stands?
Nope.
Not
All
for
right.
Superion, no.
So like I'm under the impression that there's going to be like a shell the way Toy World Debbie did it and so on and so forth, right? That's a
Yep.
big piece. That's a very big piece right there. And supposedly these combiner parts now also give you that second option of making them into flight stands.
Yep.
So do you think it's so Mike, you don't think that's $180 worth of stuff there?
No, don't get me wrong. I do believe it is $180 worth of stuff there. And honestly, no, I'm sorry. I
You
don't
think
believe
they
it's
should have split it?
180. Yeah, like at least slow burn me over time. You know what I mean? Like even if you feel like it's 108, I think it's more like 150, 140 worth of stuff there. Um, because you're gonna get hands, you're gonna get feet, you're gonna get the torso bit or whatever. So I mean, you're getting a lot of stuff there. Don't get me wrong, and they paint it well. That paint is heavy, so it's also going to add weight to the die cast. So like it's going to be pristine, and it's going to look pretty cool. Can you give me a little bit of an option? But no, they know people at this point are so frustrated waiting to combine that thing that they wouldn't have sold as many of those combiner pieces as they want. They know that. So that's why they package them together.
That
But
that that's
to answer
okay.
your
Again,
question, there's some value in the combined pieces itself. My problem is that Limbot is not a $219 figure. In
well,
no
Absolutely
fucking
not.
way.
that's the problem now. These prices from when these things have been made have unfortunately gone up significantly, as you can see with the re-release prices on those first two. So that's adding $100 right there to your fucking thing. Um, Normally, me personally, right? If I was
Yep.
still on this, it's a lot to swallow at once. But when I was doing this, I was going for a combined mode
Hmm.
for fans toys, so I need those pieces anyway.
Yep.
What I think fans, and I think you're right. It was the reason why they did it because they know less people would have bought it. But I think they should have put the combiner pieces out separately. Even if you could release them at the same time, or at least give people like 2 3 weeks, so people who do want to combine still are not waiting forever to combine the
Like
stuff.
they did with the tapes from Fans Toys. The
But
blaster came first, the tapes came separate
you know,
later.
yeah, let this way, because I think what's going to happen is you're going to see a lot of people dumping these now who want to combine mode and trying to hunt down that Zeta set.
Yeah.
Look, if
Or
I'm
you can buy the
Zeta,
metallic version and
if
like
I'm
them.
Zeta, right now, tomorrow, re-release is coming out. I'm letting everybody know, hey, guess what? We got a re-release coming.
I was just thinking that earlier. If Zeta and even XTB had any sense in their fucking head right now, they would put both of those combiners out right now.
How much was the XCB combiner said and done?
Six something.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was six something. And that was like all three. Like I think the youth mode was probably the more expensive one. It was like 740, 750, or something like that. Because the first two bots came out at full price. So I think you're yeah about seven something. But even still at seven something, I can even get that more so than 800. I mean, more so than 1,000, 1,300 bucks. Like, dude, you know what this means for that Fort Max if they make it? Like, come
I
on,
think you're
I
dude.
looking at 2,000. I think you're
Easy.
oh
looking at an easy
god.
$2,000 figure now, with the way these prices are and the way things are going. Yeah.
Like, come on, man. This is not, dude. This like it's so sad that it's funny, and like people wallets are going to be crying for a while.
Yeah.
Have they?
You started off paying for a toy car. Now you're paying for a real car.
I
Yeah, and they
mean,
said both of them are coming out in the same quarter. That's the other thing.
and what quarter are we talking about?
Oh, are you serious?
Quarter quarter two.
All right, so
Next year.
at least it's not going to hit you guys for Christmas season.
Whew.
It's
I
just going
mean,
to
it
take
might
your
as
tax.
well.
It's
You
going to take your tax returns.
you still got to
They're
start
going after your
saving.
tax returns. They're just going after your tax returns now.
They are. They are. These dang
All right, so I
yeesh.
got this from Brink. Um, these were
Oh, I remember
the
these. Yeah.
breakdown between the three at the time. So this was at the time when they were being announced the first time around. Fans Toys Minosaur would have been 750,
Mm-hmm.
and they weren't that much cheaper than what Fans Toys was doing at the time.
Oh yeah.
I know the Limbots were a little cheaper, but not like we're not talking. They weren't like $100 cheaper. Like so we're looking at 120, 105 here, 105, 130 for drag strip. Motor Master was at 180, and Dead End was supposed to be 230.
And he came
So
with the
you would have
parts.
paid 750. I wonder. So I mean, at this point, if you have the other four from Menosaur, even if they come out with Dead End for 400, right?
Mm-hmm.
You're still paying a lot less money than you are for this Superior now.
Yeah.
And if they re-release, I don't know. I didn't notice if they put re-release up notices yet for the other four um, Stunticons, but it'll be very interesting to see how much those prices have gone up. Is Breakdown and Wild Rider going to be 205? Is Drag 230?
Hmm.
What are you going to charge for Motormaster? Almost $300?
It's
Oof. I don't know.
yeah, and most Master's been re a few times already, right? Advanced Void
I'm.
release times.
I wish I could tell you. I got in on the first one, and that was it for me. Keep talking. Keep talking.
Because I think it was actual reissue of it was about $200. I think. Let's see here. I'm gonna switch on over here.
Oh, I think it's just me now. Gore, you with me?
Yeah, I'm here.
Everyone abandoned me.
No, I just didn't want to leave it on while it's noisy car.
No, you're fine. You're fine.
All right, I'm back, everybody.
All right. Burgess is gonna be right back.
Hmm.
Whew.
So, what do you guys think?
I don't know. It's like we've been saying. It's a tough pill to swallow. I mean, I got 4 out of 5 for the Menosaur. I got 3 out of 5 for the other team. I could dump them. I'm sure I probably won't. I don't know how much money I'll get for them because if I'm I'm Mr. Legends over here. How much was that total?
I don't remember. Maybe around $300. Less.
200. Jesus.
Wait, what is that? Oh,
That's the.
no, I don't even think it was that much, EE.
I don't even remember, but no more than
Because you
300.
got both limbs for like especially if you went through show Z, it was like $53, $63 or something like that for both sets of the limbs, and then the main figure I think was $150. So yeah, I guess you're right. Yeah, Zeta, and that was a box set, right?
No, I got them individually.
Okay.
There's a box set down. This is $200, everybody.
Yeah,
See, you should
you're
just
not wrong.
post videos of you playing with those in all the groups. Oh God. What's Rusty saying here? Here's another possible issue with the release of the first 3. Are there going to be more of the first 3 out in the world than there will be the last 2? That's also a good question. Will everyone ever be complete their sets? Man, I don't know. Yeah, exactly. F you, fans toys. F you. I don't know. You just gonna play those the rest of the night? Is that what we're doing?
Oh yeah, I'm
Is
just,
it,
I'm
is it
just, I'm
playtime?
just hitting it to rub it in.
You fucking
Listen,
legends guys, man. You legends guys.
Man, I'm glad I did it.
You got out at the right time.
Yeah. Again,
You
see,
got out.
that's twice. It's 2 times now. I did it at the right time on 2 different lines.
True.
Yeah.
That is true.
Yeah. But yeah. So,
Listen,
you know what?
I'm not happy about it, but I am in, unfortunately, because I am a person who wants to finish the line. But I can tell you, it's not making me happy about going in on other stuff. And someone else made a good point in one of the groups, and it might have been Arturo, I believe. So they had to change factories twice on this thing, or 4 times or something like that, and they lost their main 2 designers for whatever conflict they had with that,
There's
which
been
could
so
possibly
much
shoot the price up.
speculation about
You
this.
know,
I've heard that there was a fallout with the designer in the middle of all this. I heard that he got spooked by the Black Mamba raid. I've heard they've had to redesign things multiple times because of weight issues. I mean, the speculation's been out there on these things for years now.
you know,
Yeah.
My honest thought on the entire weight on this thing is one, they realized early, oh shit, this thing does not fucking stand.
Mm-hmm.
It is
Mm,
still. I mean, we all you know everybody who has had a fan choice figure knows how heavy those fucking things are. And then COVID came,
Yeah.
which pushed things back even more when everything shut down, and now we're suffering the price increase of everything post COVID. You know,
yeah.
and that's where we are. I do want to share some pics here if I can figure this out
Even
again.
if you take for inflation, right, post COVID, I'd give you some of that.
Listen, don't take out your frustration on the balloon, bro. The balloon ain't do nothing to you. That balloon did not
Even
cost you $400.
even if you take that into account, I think they're passing their costs of fixing their mess ups onto the consumer. That is what I
Without
really think
question.
this is.
But
Without
that's
question.
That's business. I get
unfortunately
it.
that's the
Unless
name of the game. Like,
unless
you
your
know.
name is Keith, Keith Keith will fix his mistakes. Look what he did with a whole run of I keep saying coupe, but cup figures. The version one, he recalled them all, and if they were already in process of being shipped, he asked for them to be sent back. If you had an issue with your version one, you can send it in and get a brand new V2. That's what you do. You don't pass your mistake on to the consumer because you messed up. That's like
But
GM if they like I work for GM, right? A Chevy brand, but it's a part of the GM group. When they have a recall, they don't pass that along to the customer.
well, it's a little different. It's
It's
this could
federally regulated.
potentially be
That's true.
safety, life and death things if something's really bad with your, like unless this fan choice figures are blowing up on everybody, I don't think it's gonna kill
Hey,
But
anybody.
listen, they
not
can't
every
hold their weight.
recall
You
is
put them on
safety
a.
related.
If they can't hold their weight and they're on a top shelf, they will fall down and kill you. So there is safety
Yeah, they
here.
went. They will kill a small kid.
Yeah,
All right, I wanna.
exactly.
All right, let me see if everybody can see this. Can you guys see it? The screen?
Yes,
Am I
yes,
Can.
I
sharing
can.
correctly?
Yep.
All right. So yep. So this is the new Viper. And supposedly they've been redesigned since the very first release.
Hmm.
They have. They have.
I had a hard time finding some of the old pictures from all those years ago. So, but this is what I've been seeing today. I'll blow this one up. This one came out really small. Apologies. You got the full team. They look good.
It's a good
I
looking
mean,
team. Other than what's the last one? Jester's little kibble in the back there, but man,
See, that's the one that bothers me is that, and that's the one they chose to give you the combiner parts with. They
yeah.
know what they were doing. They look at that, man. Come on, bro. They know.
well, I mean, even they've always looked like they've had a fucking. They literally have a jet sitting on their back. I mean,
Yep.
that's
And
how
that's
that's
how
how
they
they
were.
always were. Yeah, exactly.
That's how
So
they
it's
were.
just, it makes me wonder about stability on these things. I mean, I had the first three; they stood pretty well,
Hmm.
right? I can't say that they couldn't stand.
Hmm.
But
Yeah, you
that
just
being
had some race
said,
turning issues.
I forgot about that. But
That's right. That's right.
that being said, they're heavy as fuck.
They are. They are.
And
And I
I've
had my
seen lighter
concerns.
combiners have trouble holding their arms up. Like, what are
Yeah.
these gonna do?
Yeah. Agreed. Agreed, man. So I will say also the Omega Supreme, they did a really good job of distributing the weight for that. So that gave me hope.
He was a
Spe-
little loose,
you know what though? Speaking
because the,
of,
the, the ratchets in the teeth were a little too far apart. But he wasn't gonna fall.
Yeah, he was
He had a
solid.
little give to him, but he wasn't. He never fell on me. No, he was.
Hmm.
He was. I don't know. I wasn't worried about him falling.
speaking of that figure, wasn't there a price outrage for that one too? And then they brought that down a little bit because the DX9 came out at the same time. I think.
Bingo.
So
Now you hit
I
it on the head.
don't know. So that when I first started this whole thing, um, Omega was like one of my first purchases,
Yeah,
and it
yeah,
was
yeah.
just the first part A came like so and then part B came out whenever it did, and I was able to pre-order that. But so that's around when I started. So I don't remember. At that time I wasn't too well versed on all the behind the scenes stuff that we hear about.
Hmm.
So that is almost to a T what happened there, Wolf. When that dropped, it was 300 and something for set A and two high twos for set B.
That's right.
And then when DX9 revealed theirs for pre-order, the fans toys dropped in price. While I had them both pre-ordered already, and I got an adjustment automatically by I think it was BBTS because at the time that's the only company that I knew that was selling them. So they gave me an adjustment automatically. So that is almost down to a T of what happened with them.
Exactly.
I
I
think
don't
I
remember.
paid
I don't know what the original.
199 and 149 for A and B
Yes,
in that thing.
that's
So it was about 350 for
yeah.
him at the time.
Hmm.
That's what I was gonna say. I don't remember the original prices, but I know it got adjusted down to a collective 350.
Yeah, yeah. And then you can buy the box set for a little over like 400 bucks for the second release.
And this picture just reminded me of something. Aren't we also? Are they still doing the two different versions of Superion that you can be able to get out of this?
Yeah, the Studio Ox
Studio,
version and
yeah,
the
both in the Minnesota they're doing for both of those.
but it's easier to do that if I'm being not if so I know what you're about to get at. I don't think this is
No,
gonna
I'm
be
just
more
curious.
expensive.
I don't think they're giving you two body pieces. No, I don't think they're
No,
giving you two body
they're giving you
pieces.
pieces, but I don't think
Yeah.
it'll make the price drive up any because I
No,
think the
no, no.
reason why that why the Superion is what it is because of the flight stand piece, like all that stuff. This is going to be I think with the Minosaur, it's just a box, really, the trailer. And then yes, you can get a base mode out of it if you want, which is dumb. Get that out of here. But I don't think they're really gonna drive up
See,
the price much on that.
those things make me worry though.
Mm.
You when you start to overcomplicate these things,
Hmm.
it's more hinges, more parts, more tabs, less stability.
Now, see, I think in this case is going to be the opposite. I think the reason why they added a flight stand mode and a base mode to these, which again I don't need them, is because of stability issues. The more part count, the more pieces that you put in there, more hinges would lend to more ratchets. Would in my just in my uneducated thing because I'm not a toy designer. I mean,
Right.
yes, I went to school for engineering, but I'm not a toy designer, but I do think when you start adding more hinges and more things that have to lock into place, I think that overall helps the stability in both of these by adding those pieces. But that's just an educated guess.
Maybe, or like you said, it could be an over-engineered mess. Who knows?
Yeah. Well, I
You
do
know,
think it's going to be clumsy to transform.
and it's
It's
fans
easy to
It,
toys.
call it.
keep that in mind. It is fans toys.
They do over engineer a little bit. You know.
Yep. Oh, I know.
Because
I
you
have
could
their
say
Go
power
ahead, Gord.
glide.
you, you could say over engineered, but to get like all that extra functionality, like make it a base in addition to that, I would think it's the opposite for this. Like extra panels and things, like you're creating more potential for weakness. And that could just be a factory fuck up, not even something about how it's engineered, just how it was manufactured instead. That's a different
Mm.
thing. And
More
look,
room, more margin for error.
and look, we're adult collectors. I don't think anybody needs a base mode on these. Like, just go get your pillow cushions out if you need a base mode. We don't.
I agree. That'll definitely be the least used at anything. No one's gonna keep their thing in base mode. No one.
You know what? You'd be surprised, man.
I do think the jet base mode will get used more with these than the freaking second trailer mode would be used with the Minosaur. Because
Mm.
there are some people who are buying a set of these for the jets
Yeah.
as well, which I get it. Like they're gonna look good. I don't need them. Like I'll go buy another set of Zetas for the jets, as ugly as those are, just to have representation.
The jets weren't too bad. It was the bots that looked like shit.
Yeah, the bots were clunky messes.
Yeah.
Hmm.
But they made a great combiner.
Oh yeah, killed it. I'm looking at it right now. Like I see it every day, and I still think it's one of the most solid combiners. Even still, with Toy World Devi being what it is, I think the Zeta is the most complete overall combiner for their Superion. Uh, period.
They're There's Superion, maybe, not that Bruticus, though.
That Bruticus, yeah, the
Let
feet
me
were
know if you can
heavy.
hold your Superion upside down when you get your
Well,
pants toys ones, guys.
I got the Zeta, man, so I'm good. I'm good. But no, you're right, Gort. That Bruticus, the freaking leg fell apart. I remember, I can't remember who it was, but somebody was making an excuse when the knee would pop, the joint would pop, and the one of the swindle, I think, would come off. Like you would bend the knee,
Oh,
and it would
like
just
the
pop.
tab to lock
Hmm.
it in.
Yeah, and you just hold it on that side. I shouldn't have to freaking hold it right here specifically. Like, design it better, you know? Figure it out.
Yeah.
Mm.
I mean, like you said though, like we can sit there and say design it better, but I wouldn't know how. I'm not a toy designer, you know. Um, so I have to. I want to assume that they're hiring people who know what they're doing, but
I don't know who designed that power glide.
Mm.
Just saying.
see. But again, that's another example of fan toys overdoing it.
Mm.
It's just over engineering. Transformations are just a little too complicated for a bot that could have been pretty simple.
Yeah.
I'm
You
hoping
figure
they
it's
just.
just, you just figure it's like too many cooks, like too many people with their hands on the design. Leave it to
Yeah.
one, two people. Is it like
Could
six, seven
be,
guys? You know?
could be, could be. I
Yeah,
mean,
I would love to know the behind the scenes bullshit that went on here, but I know we're never gonna find out.
I mean,
No.
I feel like Fan Toys is a pretty tight-lipped company
Hmm.
with what they do. You don't get too much information out of them about what's going on behind the scenes. They're not doing post live streams, or they're not getting on podcasts like Flynn does from Super Seven to keep their fans up to date. It's kind of something I wish that these third party companies did, but I guess they don't also want to draw too much attention to
Yeah.
Yeah,
themselves.
keep in
They
mind
I
just.
what
mean,
they're
it's not.
doing.
I mean, it's not like you can. I mean, it's not like Hasbro don't know they're there. Let's just be honest. You can't sit there and be like, "Wait, who? Fansoys?" Hasbro knows who these guys are. They know who.
Without
They know
question.
where they are. They're watching. They know for whatever reason they can do what they do. Hey, that's. I'm not gonna complain. I don't think any of us are gonna complain. But that could be it. That could be it. But your man Ramen got no filter. I don't pay for
Listen.
licensing fees. It's expensive. Anyway, I don't want to get on that rant today. Um,
Listen, all I know is that these combiners now have to be absolutely perfect. All right,
Perfect.
people are already pissed off because they're waiting years to complete this, and now they're seeing the price. Now they're pissed off about that, and if they put it all together and it's junk, like again, you're spending between $1,000 and $1,300, depending on when you got into this. If these aren't perfect, they're gonna get fucking killed,
Do
Mm.
you
and
Yeah.
then
think?
they'll never be able to put out another
And,
combiner again.
Do
and for
you
the same
think
money,
this
you
could?
could get a Robeson Grimlock.
You're
Yeah, right.
actually not too far off. Question. If this turns out to be a total mess and fail, let's say, you think this could break them? You think this
No.
is gonna drive enough fans away? I mean, dude,
No.
like I know if I'd be done if I got this,
It'd
and
be
after all this time, all this wait, all this money, and it's trash. I don't think this company could get my money again.
I think
no.
combiner
So
wise, yes, I think that would kill them.
Well, no, they still
Everything,
have to
everything
finish
else,
Venusaur. They have to finish Venusaur.
I'm not saying they won't. I'm just saying if both of these are fucking terrible, you're never going to see a Defensor or a Predaking or anything else buy them. They can't. No one will buy that.
I'm going to give you a company's name who I think is the perfect example of people still supporting, even though
I,
stuff is
I know what
trash.
you're going to say.
X Transbots,
Exactly. Yeah.
and they have outlived Bad Cube. They have outlived Make Toys on the first go round. They've surpassed in many aspects, a lot of people's opinions, not mine, MMC Ocular Max, to become the second best third party company
Mhm.
around. And they've had trash quality, and it's gone up and it's
And
come
then it's gone
down.
down. It's gone up. It's gone down. But
Correct.
I think the difference with this particular, like the thing with fan toys, what makes it some for me interesting is the wait that they've made you, how long they have made you wait for these combiners now, right?
2018, right? That's when the journey started.
I think
Yeah.
so. 2018, 2019. And you're talking about not finishing till 2024. So you're looking at a 6 year wait,
So you're
five,
not
6 year wait.
wrong. I think
You
it
know,
would
I don't.
just
X-Trend might never did that to anybody. They might have given you some trashy figures for $100 here and a trashy $100 figure there, and then they give you a good one, and they give you a great one, and then here's another trashy one, and they, But this, this is now the tune of a 6 year wait, and if you're just now gonna now finally get in, a $1,300 investment.
you're not wrong, EE, but you got to also think of it from
So
this
I'm just
perspective.
wondering, if like me personally, I would
I
not be
don't.
able to support anymore.
I think from a combiner aspect, maybe people be out, but you got to still think the smoke and mirrors of it, right? Like they threw a lot of smoke screens your way by giving you a figure every other month that
Mm-hmm.
wasn't necessarily a combiner piece, and there were figures that people wanted. People have been screaming for a proper gears. They're about to get it. They've seen that scourge. They forgot about the combiners. Like that's stuff that people want.
Yeah,
So
and
that's
then
one
today,
aspect.
oh, by the way, we show you scores. Everybody's happy.
Yeah.
Guess what? While everybody's happy, let's not piss them off so they won't be as mad.
No, true,
I,
true, true. But on the
um,
flip side, when you're talking about XTV, they revealed Springer and the Apollyon 2.0 or whatever that thing was called, Galvatron, 6 years ago, and we just got Springer.
yeah,
We still don't have the Galvatron. We just got the Magnus that they revealed a long time ago.
but
Like so, I
Mm-hmm.
mean, this is their play. Like companies
yeah,
do this
yeah. No, I get it, but I think
Good points. Good
it's a
points.
little different waiting 5 years on the figure
just to
that
send a low
doesn't
figure.
combine. Like you need,
Hmm.
like you cannot, like basically this is like this is a
Unfinished.
it's like a build a figure in a way.
Yeah,
Like
yeah, 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 yeah.
like it's like a build a figure that you can't build, and it
Mhm.
took you 6 years to do it. Like like
The
God,
only
like
thing that works in their favor on this is the fact that other companies have made these combiners already. So a lot of people
Yeah.
are satisfied to they are pacified, not satisfied, but pacified.
yeah,
And
Yeah.
that's the only thing that's working in
and
their favor.
and now you got I've already seen posts where people are talking about I think I'm out, I'm done. They don't want to pay that $400
We'll
Yep, yep,
see.
for
yep,
that
yep,
one
yep.
figure. I mean, exactly. We'll see. Um, but you're looking at $620 supposedly in the same quarter. Right now, nobody believes Fans Toys that this is even going to come out in quarter 2 next year because it's Fans Toys, and
Yeah.
we've been waiting for 6 years. So why should I believe you now? And then now, where's the last Santagon?
Yeah,
And now,
but here's to be fair, our issue with them is they're mum, but they haven't like they're normally showing stuff when it's close to it coming out. So I think these are closer, and I mean we want it all, of course, and I don't think there's any I don't think there's any reservation in people saying, or I don't think people are wrong for saying that this company has strung us along for a long time, and they fumbled the ball on how they handled these. But I do think they're coming. I think now they're coming. Uh oh, your mic is out. There we go.
Uh oh.
Let's see.
No,
Let's see.
not yet.
Nope. 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 It's red. I don't know if that makes a difference up there where you're at. Thought it was green before.
You muted
Hmm.
yourself
Now
now.
you're muted.
what about now?
Boom.
There you go.
We got action.
Like,
We got
look,
action.
I actually never doubted that they would do it. They would put them out. It's as long as the company's in business, I do think that they're going to fulfill their promise of all 4 seasons,
Mm,
as long as they stay in business. And
yes.
I think if they were smart, they would either crowdsource or crowdfund those damn city bots if they plan on doing them.
Mm.
Oh Jesus! I still don't. I still don't even want to think about those right now.
Listen,
But
if
that's just me. Look, if Fans Toys comes out in a couple months from now, and boom, Predaking, everybody's gonna lose their
yeah,
shit.
you got it. You
Everybody
are
gonna lose their
right,
shit
Zach.
because we don't. That's something that is not done yet in this
Yep.
scale. Is a
And
Predaking.
it's going to be as close to G1 as
Hmm.
possible, and people are
Not
going
not
to
not
go
that
in.
King Toys one that we all got. Or that everybody got, or is getting. I think they're on bot what 10, 10 to finish. Whatever the fuck they're doing over there.
It's a
I don't know.
fancy one. It's not a G1.
Yeah, it's I don't know
Hey,
what it
but
is, but
listen, but shoot them some bail. They made a combiner before Fans Toys did.
Sure, and it is
yeah,
a good
It
yeah,
was
looking
A
one.
twelve
lot of
But
people
yes,
it's
did.
pieces.
yes, they did.
but it's
12
also it's a
pieces.
good looking one. But it's also not the one most people want.
Yeah,
That's true. That's true. But still, 8 boxes, 8 box, 12 boxes, 12 box. Like they finished the combiner before Fans Toys did. Like
Now I
as
think the
much as
real
a
question: when is Blitzwing coming?
yeah. Yeah.
And is it going to be $700?
That's been redesigned a couple times.
you know,
They
um,
400
Eric,
for that maybe.
Eric,
$319.
Eric,
It's gonna have it'll have working tank treads, and it'll also be a drone you can fly around with your phone.
Eric. I know you said people have been waiting for a proper Gears, but I mean, remember what you just got with your Power Glide.
True.
Like, imagine if Gears is like that. Like, I'm sorry, but he looks good, but after seeing all the videos I saw, I think I might have been happy with the DX9 one.
So you're not wrong there. The DX9 is still a better figure. And I bought that Power Glide from Fans Toys for the Jet
Mm.
because of the way I collect. But I can tell you, after handling gears at BotCon, it is night and day.
Yeah,
Like this is
Oh, you got to handle that. That's right.
I didn't handle the gears. Hanny was like, "Yeah, you could touch the scourge," and I was like, "Nah, I'm good. I'm not
even
gonna be the
listen,
one to break it.
even the
I ain't gonna be the one to
Scourge
break it."
is like night and
He
day
looks
difference
great. He looks
than
great.
the Power
Did
Glide. I
you
got
get
a
to
chance to handle
transform
that
them
too.
though? Did
No,
you
no,
actually
no, no.
transform them?
But I got a chance to manipulate them quite a bit, like messing around with them, posing them. Like that gears is money. I want two of them. Like that's how good it is.
Well, that's a good thing to
Um,
hear.
it's oof. That's gonna be the one. I think that one's gonna be the one, a nice one around at the year as far as mini bots,
What do you
especially
want, paper girl?
given how
All right,
good Warpath, not
give me a
Warpath,
second,
but
guys.
what do you call that? Braun was, Rig was, which is Huffer, and Pipes. Like it's gonna be right in line with that. Even Beachcomber was good,
Yeah.
but this, I think the reds on gears is, a lot of people complain about how the color difference with red, how hard it is to get. I think they did as close of a job as you could to get those colors almost spot on. Like it's nuts. It's a good one.
Yeah, it looks. I mean, it all looks good. So does the swerve and the scourge. I'm still
Hmm.
looking forward to those, but I don't know about combiner wise. I don't know about the combiners anymore. I really don't.
Yeah,
I don't know.
yeah. I don't think you're wrong, man. I don't think you're wrong. Like I can understand the trepidation on combiners for real. I just tough pill to swallow, especially knowing what we already got out of these airplanes. Like people complain, and I bought these for bot mode, and people's complaints were right. Like you have a figure that can't turn left, but it can turn all the way right. And in order to get the left turn, you got to turn it all the way right. Like
Mm-hmm.
that's
Mm-hmm.
that's a miss. You know what I'm saying? Like that's
Yeah, it's a
something's not
miss, and
right with
then
that.
and then you raise the price another $90, and it's you didn't fix anything. It's a hard pill. A lot of people are gonna have a hard time swallowing this. I'm with you. I'm
Yeah.
100% with you.
Yeah, Joe S. Yes, I would say at 110, $120, it's definitely worth it. It is the closest to G1 alt mode as well as the bot mode. The articulation on it is good. It has a really good ab crunch, which I'm a sucker for. I also like to articulate and pose my figures and snap pictures in pretty good poses. The accessories that it comes with are thoughtful. I think it's going to be worth it. Now the swerve is a little clunky, but if you want that character, I don't think you can go wrong with getting the fans toys. But
I
that
think the
gear's
fans.
worth it.
I think the fans toys gear is gonna have more paint on it as well, because Bad Cube's not really known for their paint.
True, very true.
So yeah, I think it's gonna be worth it.
gonna start calling him Double Fist E.
Seriously, you got to take a picture of that and post it on the groups. Just
Yeah, somebody
all
should
the
just get
masterpiece
that.
groups. Get a screenshot of that. Put it in there.
Yeah, that's
You
funny.
can't hear you if you're talking.
Yeah, I mean, someone was using
There
the
we
ice machine in the,
That's
in
okay.
the you know, you're all like,
go.
um, yeah, adding the Devastator, right? All three combiners so far with the Omega, and it's still cheaper. All four of them are still cheaper than the Fansource one.
And the Bruticus is on its way, and it looks
Yeah,
good.
Bruticus is almost done. Yeah, I got 3 to 5 so far. I got a notice from Shozi that I can start to pay off the last one, which means he'll be here in about a week or two. I mean, he'll be ready to ship in about a week or two.
Logan, I'm gonna say no because we haven't seen test shots of Chrome Dome. We've only seen just a render, so I don't think that thing's close at all. You might not see that to end of next year, if anything.
They might have something for TFCon in Orlando. You never know.
I think that's gonna be your scourge because TFCon Orlando is next month, right? Or is it this month?
Yeah, I'm just saying, but they're due to release some things 'cause after Scourge. I don't think they have
Yeah,
anything on the
it's gonna
plate.
be scourge.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like
Well, Swerve is after that.
Yeah,
Swerve would be after Scourge. Might end the year Christmas with Swerve.
no, Derek. The problem is
The
Streamyard.
headset pops.
No, it's Streamyard. It doesn't work well with Bluetooth,
Oh, okay.
so I have to keep the USB cord plugged in at all times
And then
into
it
the laptop,
unplugs
and
sometimes.
it unplugs. Yeah, this is an
Okay.
expense, so
that's fine.
That's
it just
crazy,
is
man,
what it
because
is.
I use Bluetooth with mine on StreamYard. Maybe
Yeah,
it's just
I
a setting
have
issue.
maybe I haven't gotten this particular headset to connect to my laptop when I'm using StreamYard, but
Yeah,
that's here and there.
that has happened. That's happened to me with these
Yeah,
once or twice
that's
before.
here and
Yeah.
there. And I don't like wearing my Turtle Beach ones because they're kind of big. My ears start to sweat. So these are just a little more comfortable when I'm doing the show. I save
That
the
big
Turtle
ass
Beach just for
head,
when I'm
yo.
here. Yeah. All right. So Eric had to go tonight.
Cornfield.
Love you, bro.
Uh, um. Yeah. So I mean,
Well, while we're here, real quick, so let's get some real life speculation on what this Fort Max would be based on these prices here. Like, what are you guys thinking? And I'm gonna use Omega as kind of like a basis on how they're gonna ship them out.
all right.
So
So
The
how
pieces.
tall is this combiner? Let's do the Marvel Legends fan math. How tall is this combiner?
Isn't it almost 30 some inches, 37 inches?
Someone in chat, how
let
tall
me
is
find
this
some.
fan toys combiner supposed to be?
I'm gonna pull it up real quick. Fans toys Fort Max.
No, that's
It's like
Rusty. Fort Max is supposed to be 4 feet. I want to know what the fans toys Superion is supposed to be.
oh, the Superion. Oh, I don't
Yeah.
know. I think it's 24 inches. It's 24 because
It's
it's
gonna
All
it's
right.
gonna
2 inches
match
taller
their.
than
All right. So let's just.
so it's double the size of that.
So 40.
Hey, I'm gonna hop off, but I wanted to show you something quick. Let me actually. How do I flip the cam? You know what? I'm not gonna flip the camera. I got this from Amazon today. This is a Black Series figure.
Yeah.
With the label all over the
The
front.
label.
Oh Jesus!
Thank you, Amazon.
Anyway,
Good
I
thing you're
got
not a box collector.
catch you guys later.
Yeah.
Thanks, thanks for hanging out,
So
dude.
Yep, later.
so if you just go by that Marvel Legends fan nonsense of thinking how much Giant Man should be, you're looking at. So let's say 24, $2,600.
Hmm.
Two Superion equals 48 inches. That's 1,300 each. You're looking at $2,600.
That's
Listen, don't
definitely
you
some Marvel
use
Legends math.
that Marvel Legends math on me.
Well, that's. I mean, look. That's look. And chances are, to be honest with you, it'll probably be a lot more than that. You're looking probably now. Now that I think about it, just by doing it that way and how
Mhm.
stupid that sounds, it's probably going to be over $3,000 when said and done.
Derek
So
said
I disagree.
1,600.
I think he's closer to being right than EE is, and I only say this because it doesn't have to have that redesign, quote unquote, right?
No,
Um,
but
and we already got the head.
it's 4 feet
Yes,
tall.
but they can send it in three pieces. So if
It's
Omega
still.
Supreme was sent in
It might
three
have
boxes,
been 1,600 3 years ago.
no, I think it's gonna be $500 a set. It's coming in three pieces, $500 a set.
I
It's gonna be
don't. I.
So
I
200 more dollars than what they're charging for the new everything for Superion. I don't know about that.
so. I
yeah,
think
man.
those prices. Well, look at the prices
mean,
of
I
everything else.
understand where you're getting the all the redesigns, all the everything that had to go into this particular combiner. Also more molding, more engineering because you're engineering five individual bots and then a
Mhm.
combined mode. I see what you're saying, but I still don't see it coming out to only $300 more than what you're paying now.
Well, let's take
Maybe not
that part out.
2,600. Maybe 2,600 might be on the
Maybe too
extreme
much.
side, but I definitely think over. I don't think it's only gonna. I don't think it's gonna be 16.
I think with
Maybe
tax, you're
closer
looking
to
at
two.
about. I think
I
with
think
tax, you're looking
maybe
at about
closer to two
seventeen hundred
grand.
dollars. About
I think
1,700 with
maybe
tax.
closer to 2 grand by the time this is said and done.
That's not even bad, but I still think
Eh.
it's coming in three sets.
Well,
I think it has to.
Lewin is
Hmm.
doing what, a 4 foot tall Metroplex right now, right?
They are
I haven't seen their price yet. I think
four
that
ninety
might give
nine.
us, huh,
$4.99.
$499 for a 4 foot tall Metroplex.
Now, keep in mind, let's be honest about what Lewin is doing. They're taking what looks to be the generation's Titan Metroplex and
Hmm.
upscaling it, so they don't have to design that thing crazily from the ground up. Same thing they did with Optimus. It was a knockoff of Optimus. They just took the pieces, broke them down, and then they upscaled them. That's how they can do it for so cheap.
Yeah.
So that makes sense. They got a factory they partner with,
Yeah.
and they're gonna die cast the heck out of it. But it's like $4.99.
Yeah. Listen, we all thought Cat's Lair was going to be over a grand, and we were wrong about that. So maybe we'll be we'll be 1,600.
Maybe,
Who knows?
maybe. We'll see if they even get to it or when they get to it. I think they should wait a bit and just give you guys some more individual figures.
They don't
You
have
know,
a choice but to wait now after
yeah,
this
yeah.
fiasco with these
I would
combiners.
love. Well, if I'm fans toys, right? All right, boom. Here's your Superion, and like we said, it's perfect. I'm teasing my third combiner. I'm
They
showing you
better
what I
not.
need from Menasor, and I'm gonna start teasing you, which is gonna be the one after that. And if I'm fans toys, it's not Devastator, and it's not
Right.
Bruticus. I'm
It's
gonna go with
Computron.
one of the ones that haven't been done yet.
It's Computron all day. Give me Computron. Give me Predaking.
Computron, Predaking, Abominus, get
Oof.
those guys out there, and then you already got X Transbots doing the fucking Devastator now. You
Yep.
got what Vectron Labs is still supposed to be doing their
MMC.
Devastator,
MMC, yeah.
MNC. So don't be. This is how I've always felt this with these companies all the time. Stop cannibalizing each other. Stop doing these combiner wars, infernal wars nonsense, and Springer wars. Oh, you know what?
Those were
You're
the
gonna do
days.
Springer. Guess what? I'm gonna do RC since she's not done yet, and
Hmm.
people are gonna want RC to go along with their Springer. Oh, you're doing
Smart.
Devastator. Guess what? I'm doing Computron now.
Yeah, you keep the money rolling.
I'll get to my Devastator later because it's fan toys. People are gonna buy it because it's fan toys.
Yep, I agree. And it's going to be harder to do six bots plus a torso than it is.
Hmm.
I had to say it. It's true though. It's true.
That's you know yeah,
Don't go
but
flirting with that yet. You can't even do
no,
five yet.
yeah, exactly. Like let's not let's but yeah, no, like finish the movie cast.
Yeah.
Do something.
Well, they're pretty much finished, right? They got a Magnus that's coming.
Yeah,
Only person I'm
You
missing
got the
is
Magnus
who?
coming.
Willie,
Really?
maybe.
Yeah. I mean, look, shout out to X Transbot, but third party masterpiece community kind of needs an update on a wheelie. You
Yeah,
know, no offense to all that, but you know, we all know
Brian
what the
Brink's not wrong.
you know.
Brian Brink is not wrong. Yes, right. Jesus, a sandstorm, please. A good one. Give me a G1 sandstorm so I can get this unique toys off my shelf.
Oh, I saw a picture of that the other day. That did
You
not
know,
hold up.
It didn't.
Oh,
It didn't. Nope. We got it because it was the only one there.
yeah.
That's it.
Same thing with Octane, right? Didn't they do
Yeah,
Octane also? Yeah.
yeah, they did.
yeah. And
So
then Keith did his, and everybody was getting rid of that unique toys one.
yeah, Antoine's right. There's
Yep.
where
Rodimus Prime, Escher.
I mean, you have the old Takar one, but
That's
That's
still mine.
yeah,
yeah.
It needs an update, but it's still mine. It's not a
That
bad one.
definitely needs an
yeah,
update.
no, but it's so old.
It's
Like I
dated.
think it needs an update. But I think we're kind of ready to wrap this up, guys. You good with that? Unless you got anything
Yeah, I
else you
think
want to
we're
talk
good.
about.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You
We're
can
going
bring
on
Shout
Gene
out.
midnight. I
in.
didn't think this was gonna take this long tonight, but I appreciate everybody, all 17 of you right now who are still awake
Yeah,
at
thanks,
midnight
guys.
Hey,
Thanks
watching
for
us.
hanging out.
that's good for a
Um,
Saturday
you
night.
know, do
Yeah.
remember we do this on Friday nights, and I don't see 17 fucking people in there on Friday night, but we're not gonna get into that with you guys right now. But shout out to the chat squad. Uh, Thank you, Eric B, for
Yeah, thanks
joining
for
us
hanging
Oh,
out,
tonight.
dude.
thanks for having me.
You
Thanks
kind
for
of
having
put
me.
the idea in my head when you said, "Damn, too bad this didn't come out yesterday before you recorded." That kind of gave me like, why
Why
can't we
not?
do this tonight? You know,
Yeah.
uh, Screw you, Ricky and Derek, for thinking you're too good for this tonight on a Saturday night. Thank you, Gort, for making an appearance.
Hope your house party was worth it.
Wolf, thank you for waking up from your nap.
Glad,
Um,
glad I
next
answered the
time,
phone.
next time, put on a shirt.
Sorry, I'm so intimidating.
You
Yo, we need to boot Brink out the chat squad just because he talking junk about Rodimus. Get out of here, Brink. You
Written in the
hater.
cannon.
He's a hater.
But yeah,
Uh,
guys, I am gonna put out a hangout link for anybody that does want to hang out tonight. Just hit up if you don't see the link. I got it. You can find me on Facebook, Eric Espada. Wolf, where can they find you at?
Eric Von Wolfenstein, all your social media needs.
yes, sir.
And Eric B, where can we find you at?
Yo, you can find me, Eric Burgess, on Facebook, Mr._EDUP82 on Instagram, at Kennedy's Village on all your social media for our foundation. And then also, every other Wednesday, figure banging on this here channel.
All right. I want to thank everybody for coming out tonight, and we will see you soon. And where is the
Peace.
outro? Peace.
That's not.
Say it with me now. Really?